This monstrous box is from Craft Gin Club, and let me show you what is inside here. Amazing stuff. I'm just going to put this box down for a second, and then hopefully everything will just kind of magically appear here as we go through it. Let me just tell you quickly about the product itself before we see what's inside there. So Craft Gin Club are a subscription-based company, so once a month, once every 3 months, however often you want it, they'll send you this giant box in the post. It's chock full of goodies. Gin of the month in there, so a big old bottle of gin, a few mixers, some garnishes to put in there, lots of snacks as well. It's good value for money. When I first started it was around £40, I think. But actually, in fact, when I first started it, the box was half price, so for £20, that was just great value. They still do a trial box, but I think it's now a smaller box that you get, which is fair enough, sign of the times. Even so, at full price, it is a good product to get, and I would recommend it. You probably would find all these bits cheaper in the shops, cheaper than the £40. Probably by not much though than that, to be fair, and you get a craft gin in there as well, something you wouldn't find in the shop, so it's worth it from that perspective. I've had it for probably about 2 years now. I used to get it every 3 months. As I say, it's quite expensive. I don't drink a lot of gin, to be fair, but I do enjoy getting the box, mostly for the fun snacks and the surprises that you get in there. I just think it's great value, and it's good fun. And we have a little glass here because we're going to try it out in a bit. So let's see what is inside this box. Let's start with the syrup. You'll get a little syrup in the box. This one is cherry blossom. Then we have the mixers themselves, so let's have a look at those. You often get another alcohol drink in there as well. And then in this one I've got a Seedler, Rosé, 4% cider. Tonics for making your classic G&Ts. Next we have the garnish. Each month it's slightly different. This time we have some kumquats. This, by the way, is the packaging that it comes in, so it's all nice and safe. You don't get any breakages. I did once get a breakage, actually. It was one of these in a different box that I got broke. But they very kindly and very quickly sent me out a whole new box, so I had 2 gins for the price of one. Pretty great, really. This gin I've already sampled, by the way, so, you know, don't hate me. This is a Japanese craft gin. You'd never find this in the shop. Well, maybe you would in a specialist gin shop, but this is a Wabi Sabi gin. Nice pretty bottle. As you can see on the other side, you've got the nice cherry blossom in there as well. Japanese craft gin that you wouldn't find elsewhere. Last, but by no means least, we have the snacks. Let's see what we have in this. Coming over here, we have this company I've used before. They do a subscription as well. They are a company called Fellow Creatures. The MO is basically vegan chocolate. This one's a matcha white chocolate. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about that. I don't really like white chocolate. And, you know, as bougie as matcha is, it's not really that tasty, I find, personally. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'll certainly be eating it. Also get some crisps, Wagyu beef and honey mustards. Kind of on trend with the Japanese, I think they're Wagyu beef, isn't it? And matcha, actually, thinking about that. With the chocolate. I've really thought about that. So it's all kind of themed in with what you're getting. Oh, actually, before we get onto more snacks, I forgot about there's more mixes. So we also have Tenzing Natural Energy drink. These are all bits just to make a cocktail. We've also got a Dalston's Press cherry sparkling water, which would be quite nice on its own, but we'll have it obviously as a mixer. Some munchy seeds, some Tamari 7 seed mix roasted seeds. I don't know how Japanese seeds are, but they're seeds. Then you get the gin magazine with it as well. There's other subscriptions, like alcohol subscriptions that I've had that come with magazines that I kind of just throw away. But this one is quite interesting. The important thing about this magazine, though, it holds the really interesting things. It tells you how to make the gin of the month as well, and just how to make all the different gins that you can make from the box. So it gives you got all the ingredients in front of you, and you get a step-by-step guide on how to make some fun cocktails. I've made a few from the different boxes that I've had, and they're always a hit. And again, that's another fun thing. Not only do you get a gin that you wouldn't find in the shop, so you get to make some fun gins as well. Maybe if you're a gin connoisseur, you'd already be making these gins. So this one's called Craft Gin Club's Cherry Blossom. This month we're paying homage to the stunning Sakura season in Japan with this light fragrance serve. Our specially curated cocktail syrup brimming with notes of jasmine, rose and lemon meets with sweet yet slightly tart cherry to create a bright, fruity and floral aroma, while a final touch of cherry blossom makes this tipple as elegant as it is delicious. That sounds fun. Ingredients 50 mils of this stuff, 25 ml of the cherry blossom cocktail, 100 mils of the cherry soda, and then cherry blossom or edible flowers to garnish, which we don't have. Okay, so you don't have everything that you need to make these cocktails. I have any in the garden. No, I mean there's flowers in the garden, but let's maybe not risk that. But the perfect G&T is always a hit as well. Nice, easy one to make. And then the method for the one that we're going to try, the cherry blossom minus the cherry blossom. Add all the ingredients to a mixing glass filled with ice and give it a quick stir to chill. Drain it into a rocks glass filled with fresh ice, then garnish with serve. A bit more effort. But we'll give it a go. Craft Gin Club also do a Craft Rum Club, which I suppose I'll have to try at some point. If you'd like to see that box, please let me know in the comments below, or also while you're commenting down below. If you wouldn't mind giving this video a like and a subscription would be fantastic as well. Thank you for that. Okay, so here we have all the ingredients we need to have ourselves a good time. I keep looking back to these snacks. That's all the good time that I need. So we are going to make the cherry blossom, Craft Gin's cherry blossom. I'm going to do without the cherry blossom or edible flowers to garnish because I don't have those. I'm also going to do without the putting into a mixing glass. Don't hate me. Please don't hate me. We're still going to get a nice effect from it, I'm sure. So we need. I don't have any measures either, so we're gonna eyeball this one. I'm sure it's still gonna be good. Kind of guesstimate anyway. So 50 ml of wasabi gin. Yes, definitely gin. Probably 50 ml. 25 mils of the cocktail syrup. Probably. This is a 50 ml bottle, so we'll guess half of this. I should have brought something to stir this with actually. 100 mils of Dawson's cherry soda. Oh, it does kind of look like the glass it's supposed to go in though. That's good. We can see from the picture there. That's something good. Thank you, Tiny Rebel, for that. Tiny Rebel, by the way, are a great craft beer company. Please keep watching. Right, so let's let that sit for a moment. Should we try some of the snacks as well? What I've got you here. Munchy seeds. I'm not going to try those because that's probably going to look ridiculous trying to eat seeds in front of a camera. Let's try the matcha white chocolate. I don't know what it is about white chocolate I don't like. Well, I do know. To me, it tastes like off milk. Don't know if anyone else gets that taste from it. Milky Bar, obviously, I like. I like the colour is interesting, and the logos and the pictures on the front of the chocolate's nice. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. That's not for me. Again, recommend Fellow Creatures as a great brand. Now that I've tried that chocolate, we'll try this drink. So there we have it. That's how you make a great time. That is very tasty. That's the cherry from that. Mixes well with the gin and the cherry blossom syrup as well. That mixes really well. That's a lovely light gin cocktail. I recommend you try it. I recommend this company. There is a link in the description down below. Click on that and have yourself a good time. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks. Bye-bye.